Seated position, somewhere on your mat, whatever that means to you. Allow shoulders to roll back behind you, finding some ease. The knees to slowly lower and melt towards the ground. Allow your breath to completely fill your body. Slowly, just release it out. Taking another breath, just like that. Inhale. And slow exhale. Placing one hand on your chest, the other one on your belly, as you draw your chin in towards the chest. This allows you to connect with your body and your breath. It helps you focus deeper into your pranayama, your breath work. So that as you fill your chest, you can feel it rising. And as you fill your belly, you feel it growing. Knowing that your breath is truly making its way in. And then slowly, as you exhale, you'll notice how both hands begin to release down, lowering through the body as you relax with the breath out. And if it feels okay for you, allow your eyes to close here. Just taking a few more breaths at your own pace. Breathing in through the nose. Slowly exhaling out through the nose. Noticing the warm breath as it makes its way in through the nose, down the throat, swirling into the chest, filling the belly up like a balloon. And that same breath, a little warmer now, making its way out, even slower than the way it came in. Deep inhale. Slow exhale. One last time, breathing into the space, this time reaching that breath into your upper back, feeling it rise up into your neck, really growing with the breath. And as you exhale, noticing your sit bones become more grounded, the shoulders become lighter, and releasing one hand towards your knee, the opposite hand towards the other knee. With your eyes closed, sitting in this moment, this new breath pattern that you created, a little more relaxed, a little more calm, a little more mindful. Slowly begin to blink open the eyes, keeping your gaze at something just ahead of you on the mat, on the ground. To blink open, coming back to your awareness, keeping some of that lightness that you created with your breath, but coming back to this reality and knowing that there's a space in between for both. Go ahead and change the cross-legged position of your legs to the opposite shin forward. And as you inhale, reach your arms all the way up towards the sky. Drop the right hand back behind you with the elbow elevated, and then with the left hand, hold onto that right elbow, pressing the elbow away. The hand's gonna lower down back behind you just a bit more. Now, as you do this, the first thing that kind of tends to happen is this hovering action. So make sure that you keep energizing through the core, lifting through the chest, stretching through the right side body. Good. Slowly exhale, release the right arm down, and let's go ahead and switch sides. Left hand back behind you, left elbow up into the sky, reaching onto that left elbow with your right hand, and go ahead and try to bring it in a little bit more close in line to your midline. Again, belly in, chest lifted, sit bones grounded. Really slowly lowering to the side. You can even use your head to lean back into the arms, getting into a deeper stretch. The back, the shoulders, the lats especially. Even feel this in the chest. Inhale as you reach it all the way up. Exhale, hands back behind you, interlace fingers, draw the knuckles towards the earth, draw the shoulder heads back. Big breath as you lean back, slow exhale, chin into chest. Continue working that chest up, belly in tight. One more big breath here. And slow exhale, release the hands. Bring your hands ahead of you and the knees tucked underneath for tabletop pose. Open your fingers, spread them out really nice and wide. And then you can relax the toes back behind you or curl them if that feels better on the tops of your knees. Just make sure that you really spread your fingers far apart so you can see the webbing, gripping through the fingertips. As you inhale, reach the chest forward and up, crown of the head lifts up, and then reach the tailbone back. As you exhale, drop the head down, pushing through the hands and knees, belly lifts up even higher. Inhale, rolling yourself forward, taking the hips back. And exhale, drop the head down, lift the belly button even higher up towards the ceiling. One more time, inhale, take it forward. Exhale, release it back. Inhale, coming through to a neutral spine. Exhale here. Bring the right leg to extend back behind you with the toes grounded. Heel lifted up towards the sky. Keep that leg energized. And then with the left arm, reach it ahead of you. Fingers reaching ahead as if you're going to shake hands with me for the first time. You want to keep your hips in line, your shoulders in line to avoid any of this wobbling happening. If this is enough for you, stay here. If you want, go ahead and lift up the right heel in line with the right hip. A little more core action here for 5, 4, 3, 2, deep breath in. Slow exhale, set it down. Switching sides, left leg back, right arm reaching ahead of you. You can stay here or start reaching up through that left near thigh, engaging through the core and the left glute for 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly exhale it down for 1. Stretch the right leg back again, one more time. With both hands, push the right heel closer to the ground. Getting a deep stretching sensation in the right calf. Getting into the Achilles. Feeling it all the way through the ankle. And then as you inhale, roll back up to center. Reach the right leg up off the sky and left arm lifted as well. You're going to start bending through the right knee and take your left hand back behind you. There's a lot of core happening here, a lot of balance. Adding to this, if you want, you can hold on to that right foot. You want to keep yourself square to avoid the hip coming down or popping up. For a bigger stretch, reach the right leg up to the sky. Bigger stretch in that left shoulder. Really getting into that right leg. Core is nice and strong. Slowly release back to center. Set it down. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale, back through center. Left leg stretching back behind you and then pushing back, reaching that left heel closer to the ground. You're always going to notice there's going to be one side of your body a little more flexible than the other. My left heel can almost reach into the ground as opposed to my right, not so much. Inhale back through center, lifting up through that left leg, and then bring my right arm forward. Stay here or start bending through that left knee, keeping that left foot flexed, reaching back through that right arm. Stay here or start reaching back for that foot. Reach the foot, pulling back away from you, but keep squaring through that right shoulder forward. So there's this constant pulling action happening through the foot, through the hand, and somewhere in between. You gotta keep your core strong. 2, and 1. Slowly exhale back through center. Release it down. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale back through center. I'm going to turn around and face you so that you can see this next pose. You're going to keep your left knee bent with the foot inward and then bring the right leg up and over. Some of us are going to stay right here. That's enough pose. Or you can start reaching that right foot just a little bit more back, getting into the outer hip. You can use your hands to pull the legs back, but be mindful of your knees. So if at any point you feel pinching, hurting sensation, gone too far. Kind of like handlebars, reach them back behind you. You're going to reach your arms away from you. Since the right knee is on top, we're going to go ahead and bring the right arm on top as well. Bend through the elbow, reach the hand behind. This time the left hand, instead of holding to the top, that's option 1. You want to go for a further stretch. Bring the hand back behind you and hold onto the fingers, making Gomukhasana, cow face pose. So imagine if I come forward, somehow this is supposed to look like a cow, and that's why they call it cow facing pose. I'm going to turn around and show you what that bind looks like from behind. You want to keep reaching the elbows away from the body, and then with the head, keep stretching that top arm back. Chest lifted, belly in tight. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly exhale, release. Party trick time. You're going to walk your fingers just a little bit ahead of you. Keep your feet grounded here. Your feet do not lose the ground. Only thing that's going to move is your hands. Hips are going to pop up. You're going to walk over to your left. Keep turning, 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 turning. And sit over to the opposite side. Maybe the right knee is bent. The left leg is just outside of it. Or just up and over it. Or going for that double bind on the legs. Pulling back through the feet. Since the left leg is going on top, this time the left arm is going to come up, back behind you, and then the right finger's reaching for the left. You're welcome to use a strap here, a towel, anything to help you come into this bind. Chest is lifted, belly is in and strong. For a deeper pose, you can always reach it down, but continue holding on through the fingers. For 3. For 2. And 1. Slowly inhale, stretch it all out. Exhale. Unfold through the knees, coming back through tabletop pose. Hands underneath you, opening your fingers, spread them out nice and wide. Knees tucked underneath right your hips. As you curl your toes and lift up your hips, push the hips up towards the sky and lower the heels. Or maybe they don't lower, but they start reaching down towards the ground, downward facing dog. Making sure that your index fingers are facing straight forward like a number 11. Start walking out the heels, bending one knee at a time. Opposite heel towards the ground. Head is hanging heavy here. And start shaking your head out side to side, just releasing any tension. I was going to reference what day of the week it is, but I don't think I quite remember right now, to be honest. It all becomes a blur after so many days of staying indoors. On your next inhale, start looking forward in between both hands. Start walking your feet to the top. Exhale as you forward fold, holding onto opposite elbows and shake yourself out. Like a rag doll, bringing a little bit more weight forward into the toes. Bend your knees as much as you need to feel very comfortable here. This is meant to loosen up the backs of the legs a little bit, but more than anything, low back, head, shoulders, neck. Inhale, halfway lift, press your hands onto your shins, chest forward, belly in. Exhale, forward fold, hug the legs in, bring yourself all the way in, like a tight squeeze sandwich. Inhale, slowly, one vertebrae at a time, all the way up through to standing. Take your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands down, heart center. Coming to the top of your mat. Step the feet to touch, heels to touch, no space in between. Belly in, tailbone reaching down. With your arms, stretch them up above. Take your gaze as well, keeping that belly reaching in. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from the hips, more weight forward in the toes. Inhale, halfway rise, heart forward. Maybe your hands are on the ground or they're still pressing off the shin. Exhale, take it back, plank pose. Holding this first plank, but do not hold your breath. Belly in, tailbone in, make sure you're not reaching your hips up or keeping them too low down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, deep breath in. Slow exhale out, reach your toes all the way forward, bend the elbows into the body, lowering all the way down to the ground. Relax the toes back. Bring your hands just outside of you. Inhale, just a baby rise here, pubic bone pressing down, glutes up, chest up, shoulder heads back. Exhale, lower down. Hands on either side of the body, curl the toes, press it all the way up. Back through plank. Exhale, downward facing dog for 3. Toes slightly in, heel slightly out for 2. Pressing your face closer towards your shins. And 1, deep breath in. Slow exhale out. Inhale, looking in between both hands. And start making the right foot reach all the way to the top. Keeping that left foot back behind you, heel lifted. Your hands are framing the right foot and you're going to bend forward through the knee and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. When you come forward and you're completely squared with that right foot, stay strong on the left heel. Reach your arms slightly up. Strong core. You can stay here or all the way up for that lunge. Keep bending through the right knee, engaging through that left heel. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the left heel towards the ground, open out, warrior 2. Keep bending through that right knee, left heel grounded. Both arms extend, taking your gaze towards that right middle finger. You know why we always reference the middle finger? That's the one we're going to look at. Bend through the right knee, open it out towards the pinky toe side. 1 more big breath. Exhale, reach your hands back behind you. Interlace fingers, draw the hands back, just like we did at the beginning. Shoulder heads back. And as you exhale, slowly make your way onto the inside of the right knee. Maybe you're somewhere here. Maybe you start lowering down closer towards your knee. Just make sure you're not actually putting all your weight on the knee, because then slowly what happens, you start making your way down, reaching your forehead towards your mat. For 3, for 2, 1. Release the hands on the inside of the foot. Drop the left knee down. Start extending through the right heel. Both hands are on the inside of the foot, and you're going to lower towards the inside of the leg. Maybe you stay on the fingertips if this is too much. You guys are so lucky getting some jag sightings in there. Keep the hips stretching back. Maybe arch the low back a little bit more too. Flexing through the right toes. Good. One more big breath. Slow exhale. Set the right foot down. Bring the left hand onto the ground. Lift up off that back knee and spiral the right arm up towards the side for a low back twist. Gazing where your heart is facing or up towards the right fingertips. 3, 2, 1. As you inhale, bring yourself up. Keep looking to the right, bending through that right knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Windmill the hands down. Take it back. Vinyasa. Lower down, maybe halfway. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking it over to the other side. Left leg lifts. Start scooting its way forward in between both hands, framing through the fingertips. Right heel is lifted. As you lean forward, stretch it back, forward, back. A couple more times. Good. Finding that center. Extend your arms up and away from you, and then go ahead and press it all the way up. Whew. I hope you guys are building a sweat, because I know I am. Belly and tight, tailbone pressing down, right heel is lifted. One more big breath. And slowly exhale. Reach the right heel down, coming back through that warrior 2. Left knee bends. Right heel is grounded. Arms extend away from the body. Tailbone down. Gazing forward to that right middle finger. There goes that reference again. One more breath. And then bring the hands back behind you. Interlacing fingers open through the chest. Take the chest looking down towards the inside of that left knee. And then lower. All the way down, 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 down. I think I can see you guys underneath my knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow inhale halfway. Exhale both hands to the inside of that left knee. Left leg, and drop the right knee down. Start walking yourself back. Extend through that left leg. Reach the left toes up. Lowering down. Remember, you can stay somewhere up here higher. You can also bring something underneath you if the ground feels like it's too far away. Or you can completely bring yourself to lower down for a bigger stretch. Just make sure that you keep flexing through those left toes. Squaring the left hip back, right hip making its way forward. One more big breath. Exhale it out. Inhale. Coming back through that left foot. Right hand down. Fingers facing just slightly out. And then curl through the right toes. Lift up through that left arm. Gazing up towards the sky. For 5. I don't know if you guys remember what's about to come. 4. It's gonna be a lot of balance here. 3. So exciting. 2. Take your gaze down towards the ground. Make sure you have a very strong core as you lift yourself up. Keep looking over to the left. Bending through the left knee and reaching up through that right heel. Gaze to the left or take your gaze back behind. It's a little harder. 3, 2, and 1. Windmill the hands down. Take it back. Vinyasa lower. Now, if you guys are thinking, why are we including a toilet paper roll in class? And why did you make this grab too? getting to that. Step the right foot forward, lower back that left heel. Bring the right hand onto the inside of the right foot this time, and then with the left arm, spiral it up towards the sky. Keep bending through the right knee. Use the right elbow to push the knee away, getting deeper into the heel. And then with your hips, start reaching them forward. Again, deeper stretch on the hips. Now that bind that we did earlier, you can try it here too. That bottom hand is going to reach underneath the knee and go back for your glute. Top hand's going to go bend and reach for that right arm, opening yourself up towards the sky for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your gaze down towards the ground. Slowly step the hands and then square yourself over that right foot. Bring the left leg slightly in. So now both legs are straight, pushing into the ground. Avoid blocking the knees. Want a slight bend. Very engaged legs. Staying here in the center, or maybe dropping down over that right leg. Right hip pushes back, left hip pushes forward. 3, 2, 1. You can stay here working on the stretch if you found that this was challenging enough. Second option, left hand on the inside, on top of the foot, or on the outside of the right foot, whichever you choose. You're going to look over to the right side and then stretch through the right arm. Lots of core here. Big twist. 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring the hands down. You guys are so good. Start walking yourself all the way to the back of your mat. Coming back through that warrior 2. Bending through the left knee, reaching back through that arm. Bringing the left hand onto the inside of the left leg and opening that knee to the back towards the pinky. Hips forward, right arm reaching all the way up. Strong core. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the right hand back behind you. Left arm underneath, going for that bind. Opening through the chest, spiral it up towards the sky. Big breaths here. One more breath. Slowly exhale, release the hands down. Straighten through the legs and then walk that back leg in just slightly. So it's more like as if you're ready to take a step apart. Bring the right hip forward, left hip reaching back. You can forward fold here, balancing on some blocks, or even reaching the hands farther back behind you, wherever you are. Strong core. Really push into those legs. Use both thighs. Keep grounded. 2, 1. Right hand can come to the inside of the left foot as you spiral up. Top of the left foot as you spiral up, or just outside of the left foot, again, spiraling all the way up, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly gaze down. Bring both hands towards the inside. Exhale here. Come to the top of your mat. Separate your feet about hip width apart, maybe a little wider. This is the time for your toilet roll. Now, if you guys were thinking that this was going to be an April Fool's prank, it's not. You're actually going to use it. Toilet paper roll, you're going to keep it a little closer towards the right toes because you're going to use those toes to try to pick it up. Using a lot of the poses that we did to open up chest, your back, all of these bones, and yes, your hips as well. You're going to lower down into the hips, bend through the knees, and start reaching your hands back behind you. Try to bring your shoulders, in line with your knees. And then from here, start bringing the right hand back behind towards that right glute and your left hand up and over. Begin to straighten the legs slightly. The right knee is going to naturally stay bent a little bit more. And you should feel a deep stretching sensation in the hips. If you walk the legs a little bit closer, it's a bigger stretch. A little farther apart, it's a little easier. If you can't hold your hands, use a towel or a strap to get those hands closer together. One more big breath. Slow exhale, release. Toes in, heels slightly out, grab opposite elbows, shake yourself out. One more side to go before we come into the full posture. And then other side. Left hand underneath the left knee, back behind, right hand up and over. Again, interlacing here, trying to straighten the legs. Don't worry about blocking the knees. You definitely don't want to do that. Shake yourself out. Bring the legs in. One more big breath. Slowly release. Again, going for that forward fold. Shake it out. All right, moment of truth. So, I think it was about a couple weeks ago. Again, I have no time reference whatsoever. I don't know what day we're in. But I posted a video on my Instagram with Bird of Paradise grabbing a toilet paper roll and extending the leg. So we're going to give it our best go here. If you have a camera, a video, any way to record yourself, I'd love to get your images and then I can go ahead and post them up here later. That would be so much fun. So we're going to give this a try. We're going to lower down. We're going to start with the right side again, so toilet paper on the right. Grabbing back behind you, whether you're using a towel or a strap. You're going to walk your legs in, coming light on the right toes. With those toes, you're going to somehow get your toes in there and then stretch yourself up. This right here is big. This is huge. If you want more, then you're going to start straightening that right leg. But again, strong core here. Make sure you have that left knee not locked. And you also want to make sure it doesn't bubble out to the side. Arms reaching back behind you to keep yourself lifted. Now, what I find easiest is as you rise up, you keep the left knee bent, hips reaching back, and extend the right leg first. Once you keep it extended, then straighten. I wish I could see you guys. One more breath with the right side. And then now let's take it over to the other side. Left leg. Left hand underneath, right arm up and over. Walk the right toes in, and then use those left toes. Oh, I don't think they stretch as much as my right. Again, find your balance here. The right knee's gonna stay bent, hips are gonna reach back behind you. Straighten through the left leg as much, and then find that lift for 5. For 4. For 3. 2. The best part, throw a roll. 1. And done. Lower down. Just kidding. Grab the roll again. Before we take it down, and we come into our cool down. Toilet paper roll. You're going to bring it either at your feet or at your knees for some core, and we're done. You are going to stretch it back, come back up, grab the roll, take it back, come back up. You can do this with your knees. Extend back, come forward, extend, come forward. 5 more times. You guys got this. I can't see you, but I feel your energy. Let's do this. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you can really get rid of that paper roll. Lower down, feet into ground, hands just back behind the heels. Push up through the knees forward, hips reaching up, grabbing outsides of your mat. Elbows in, shoulder heads under, open through the chest, soften through the glutes. Gaze is up. Good, slowly lower down. Allow the knees to go either side. One more. This time, reach your hands back behind you, interlace fingers, walk the shoulder pads underneath. Keep your gaze up, stretching the knees forward, belly in, glutes soft. Soften through your breath. Good, slowly lower down. Bring your knees into your chest, hug yourself in tight, give yourself a tight squeeze. And lower. Send your legs. Take up as much space on or off your mat as you'd like. Allow your eyes to close. As I walk you through a yummy closing Shavasana. As you inhale, I want you to squeeze every bit of your body, your hands, your glutes, your legs, your face. As you exhale, release it out through the mouth with a loud sigh. Inhale, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Exhale. 2 more times just like that. Inhale, squeeze it all in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. One more time. Make this one your biggest one yet. Inhale and squeeze it all up. Maybe lift your arms up off the ground. Maybe lift your legs up off the ground. Squeeze your glutes, your tongue, your face. Everything. Slowly lower down. Take any last minute movement that feels here good on your body. Keeping your eyes closed and allowing your breath to completely take over. Take rest.